Previously on Tales of Aslyria, the group is headed to Aldemar, and as the ship is sailing, they are spotted. But thanks to Elcrist's quick thinking, they are able to escape. Longwind then explains they will be waiting until dawn for all of you to arrive, as he drops you off on the shore with the device. You discover the loaded wagon with the horse waiting off to the side. You load up, but before heading out, decide to send Edgar to be a little bit of a scout. You want to touch me so you can see through me?
Yes, it's a straight power that I've developed.
Right there.
So yes, back to what you were saying. You would like to touch me, yes?
No, this is quite strange. And I'm grateful that you noticed something. I'm wondering if I would understand what those things were. Do you mind if I borrow your eyes for a moment? You'll return back to normal. I've done it through my cow many times.
You have a cow.
I'm so surprised you haven't met Mura, but she has been.
That was another animal.
She's like a cow hybrid.
Yeah.
Okay.
She can also fly.
You can also fly. Yeah.
Wow.
Good job.
If you must. You all then discover a traveling human family, George, Beth, and Liza, who are on a pilgrimage to see the gem spires. The group waffles back and forth whether they should join them or whether they should just make them wait. Are you all heading up the mountain here to the spire?
We are, yes.
Is there any way we could catch a ride on your wagon? We're extremely worn out, and it would just help a tremendous amount if we could hop on. They inevitably decide to let them join, but are hesitant to let them ride on the wagon.
Interesting. Well, as much as we would love to do so, we got to ask Bob how he feels about the weight limit.
Mm-hmm. So I asked Bob, and
They look really concerned that you're going to ask a horse.
We don't know how much weight Bob could take.
They also don't know that you can talk to animals.
I mean, we know it's too much weight, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like we could just say our cargo is actually too heavy. We'd be happy to walk alongside you.
Okay, we're a little worn out. We were just hoping to catch a ride. But yeah, I mean, we wouldn't mind the company.
Listen, I'm all about boundaries. That's fine.
Soon, the group discovers they are not alone and perceive rustling in the bushes. Ajin uses divine sense and detects an evil presence nearby.
I move to the left towards where I heard the laugh.
You fall flat on your face. Your shoes are tied together.
Ajin.
So the Queenling is a little prankster.
They then encounter a Quickling, an evil and fast creature which loves to play tricks on them. Elcrist, you feel a little like feather tickle on the back of your neck. Combat ensues, and the Quickling is ultimately killed.
And then I'm going to use my new tool, the Obelisk
Whip.
Sorrows, to invade the mind of this Quickling and give me an edge.
You do hear his last thoughts.
Shoot, what were they?
I guess I wasn't quick enough.
Oh.
The group continues towards the gem spire and notices guards in the trees all around. Edgar reveals that an Andy is found pinned to a tree with paint thrown all over it and a sign that says, "Please forgive us." Ajin runs ahead, but the rest of the players, they investigate the Andy, who appears to be malfunctioning in switching between different states of consciousness. You see its eyes start to flicker. You know that the Andys are normally blue-eyed. They start to flicker. They flash between blue and yellow. Hello. My name is Andy.
Friend Andy, what has happened to you?
Its eyes flash yellow. Help me. I am trapped. I am hurt. Please. I don't understand. His eyes flash blue again. Hello.
Friend Andy, how may I help you?
His eyes are blue. No, I am here to help you.
Friend Andy, you are in disrepair. Please advise on what happened so I may fix you.
He starts twitching. His eyes turn yellow again. Please. Are you with the king? Please help me. I don't know what is going on. I am malfunctioning. I am feeling.
Friend Andy, that is okay. That is a normal part of your programming. Who did this damage to you, and why can you now sense and feel?
His eyes turn blue again. I am here to serve. How can I be of assistance? They try to repair the Andy and discover it has a fractured gem inside of its chest. Ajin mends the gem, and they attempt to recharge it with magic, thanks to the help of Ajin and Elchrist. And that chunk of gem is fractured and splintering.
Can I mend that gem?
So you mend the gem. Think of this like a battery. You have stopped the battery from leaking any longer, but the battery is still depleted, and you don't have a way to increase the store in the battery, or charge it. So
Can I cast like a guiding bolt that like sends electricity into it?
I like that. Yes, you can, if you want to, and if the party agrees.
Yes.
Yeah.
Supercharge!
Charge him.
Cast guiding bolt!
What I can do
Yeah.
is I can like kind of guide. So because I have my hand on the crystal as I'm mending it, I can channel the electricity I'm helping him channeling the electricity through my metallic body into the Sandy's.
Love that.
Ooh.
Okay, the electricity travels from Elchrist's hand into Ajin's body. Ajin's body starts sparking with electricity. Circuitry starts sparking and connecting like it hasn't connected in a long time. And you have another vision. In this vision, you see a giant metallic room. There are windows on every wall, but it's very metallic. There are seats around a giant round table. The table is made of like a black marble stone. And seated at the table are blurred figures. You can't really see their faces, but they seem to have authority. You're kind of standing off in the corner. And one of them tells you to come over. Have you checked on the baby today? Will you please go check on him? And at that, you leave the room and you head off down a couple corridors. You come to a crib where you see a baby in the crib. Laying on top of that baby is a beautiful rainbow translucent colored dragon baby. It is there. It is quite striking. And the baby looks up at you, and the baby has a necklace around its neck. You see a necklace, and the pendant resembles a circular disc with a glimmering blue lightning bolt inside of it. And then you are snapped back to reality. The electricity travels through your body and into the gem. The gem starts illuminating, just like you've seen from the ship that you flew in on. And it grows brighter and brighter. And at this point, the Andy stands up, full salute, fully blue-eyed. Due to this, the Andy becomes fully functional, but he has conflicting directives now. The Andy reveals information about the war with Tharos, Architect Prime, and the purpose of the Gem Spires. The group then debates what to do with the Andy and the crate it was supposed to deliver, considering their own goals and the larger implications of the situation.
Hello, faithful Andy. I'm so sorry about the confusion. We're actually we brought in some people to make some tinkering. So he is authorized to fix your gem. We've had some issues that have led to the danger of Andy's.
Your Majesty, are you here to make sure that the directive is accomplished?
Yes.
Am I to do the directive?
Oh,
You're to hear my voice. The directive has changed slightly, but it is confidential information that you are not privy
Wait,
to.
tell him what the directive is.
We don't know the directive.
What were you previously told the directive was?
Well, sir, you told me to take the crate to the Gem Spire and activate it.
Yes, and why did I tell you that?
He looks at you a little confused, but maybe he thinks it's a test. You told me to take the crate to the tower because we are to destroy the tower if necessary. Am I to destroy the tower?
Not yet. Since I am your ultimate leader, do you mind if I tinker with some of your settings for a second?
Sir, you know that only Architect Prime is allowed to make alterations.
Yes, I haven't heard from Architect Prime in quite a while. Could you remind me where he is these days?
Sir, Architect Prime is in the prison where we were made.
Can I go back and just start messing with the gemstone?
I have a detect thoughts.
Why are they preventing me from doing my directive?
Mhm.
And also, that it is an honor to sacrifice himself for the directive. He does tell you Architect Prime is your slave. He is doing your work to create Andes for the upcoming war.
Oh, okay. Here's the thing: is like if we let him complete this, he's gonna die. The Gem Spire is gonna be destroyed. We will be complicit in an act of terrorism.
Right.
This is the only Andy that I've ever experienced that has had consciousness for any amount of time. It proves my theory that there is consciousness.
I think we need to deactivate this Andy, and we need to take the Andy to the ship and get out of there.
Yep.
That's my thought. And then I guess we just leave the crate. Do we leave
We're
the
gonna
weapon?
pay the mission?
The crate was starting to activate only around the Andy.
Okay, so let's have the Andy take the box out there with you, and then we'll give him the new directive that he is to allow you to teleport him away before the explosion.
So King, you have to communicate that to the Andy.
So I, as the king, communicate that directive, so he becomes willing.
But sir, the device requires an Andy sacrifice.
Why?
Why does it require an Andy sacrifice?
The device is activated when 2 gem pieces meet.
Can we remove his gem piece? I have a gem.
You have a necklace.
I have a necklace.
Linus has the necklace that I gave her when we were
First dating at theater
youths
camp.
at theater camp.
A necklace that has been in Elker's family for as long as he can remember. The pendant resembles a circular disc with a glimmering blue lightning bolt inside.
Oh,
What
hey, hold on.
does the necklace hold?
That was from the vision.
No, you were, but you're really old.
So I from my vision, I clock. Hey, hold on. I just saw that necklace in my vision that I
So
just.
you used to
sparked
serve
through.
like his ancestors.
I don't know if I did or not.
Aren't you like 300 years old?
I don't know. I don't know anything.
Well, Elkis is
May I
not
see
legal,
that
right?
pendant?
Sure.
But be
But-
careful. We need this to activate the device.
Yeah.
So can I Can I take the pendant? Does anything? Can I do anything perception wise or history check or anything like that?
You flash back to seeing the memory that you just had. It's the same exact necklace that was on the baby, and you feel it is important.
Can I bring it towards the Andes crystal? See if it does anything.
Doesn't do anything.
Can I bring it towards me and do anything with me?
No, it doesn't do anything.
Interesting. Not doing nothing for you.
No, we always get in this spot where we're just kind of stuck.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have any gems?
Kent or Ajin, don't you have guiding bolt as well? Can we try and recreate what we saw happen with the Andy with this necklace?
Oh yeah, maybe it just needs charge.
We can try. Yes.
I've
I
used. Yeah, Andy, Ajin, why don't you try it this time?
I cast guiding bolt on this amulet in my hand.
So you're doing it to the amulet,
Yes.
the necklace.
Or-
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
The session ends with this cliffhanger, leaving the players to decide what their next course of action will be.
Okay. Do we have to blow up this fire?
Yes.
Why are you so adamant about this, Elchrist?
I think it's already
Why
been
do you want fire to be? Why do you want to commit a terrorist act right now?
I believe I've shared this with some of you already, but at the time when a gem spire is activated,
You haven't shared it with them.
the people who experience magic are hearing instructions from some higher being when the gem spires are activated. I believe that there's critical information that we need to hear by, yes, committing this act, but it's a necessary means to a larger end that we need to work towards.
Oh, interesting. So when the spires fall, you get a message from somebody?
Something is communicating to magic users, and
To all magic users everywhere anytime a spire falls.
I don't know all the details exactly. I have heard. I
We're
have
doing
heard
this.
voices.
So okay, so you get messages.
I received messages, and in talking with some of the students, they also heard murmurings as well.
What are you being told to do, buddy?
I don't know what I'm being told to do. That's why I need to hear what is happening with these gem spires.
Okay, listen. All right, I'm listening.
I was told when the last gem spire attack happened 7 years ago that there was a way to stop them from happening, and I don't know how. But I think
So
that
we're attacking another gem spire because you want to stop attacks on gem spires?
not necessarily attacks on gem spires, but the destructions of people and the wars that ensue because of them.
Interesting. Interesting. However, also by doing this, we are providing more ammunition for a larger Andy arsenal for the war against Tharos.
And also framing Taros.
So it feels like we're in a catch-22 here.
This seems to go against your actual desires. I'm not understanding.
I think it comes down to how much do you trust Gideon?
Do you
Oh.
trust Gideon? Because you haven't seemed very friendly with him all the time.
I mean, he seems a little out there.
So we can leave that question hang in the air and let Parker answer it at the beginning of the next session.
Where do your loyalties lie?
Ah!
Yeah, that works for me.
Interesting. This is interesting. New lore unlocked.
Whew. Well, This is where our story continues.